Welcome to Blue Helm's Space News Brief. On this day in 1945, Dr. Robert Goddard died in Baltimore. This father of American spaceflight launched the first liquid-fueled rocket in 1926. By 1936, he had solved all the fundamental problems of guided liquid propellant rockets and was testing essentially modern vehicles. But he was a recluse, took all his patents, and did not share any lessons learned with others. So Aerojet and von Braun didn't benefit from his experiences. SpaceX is manufacturing its Starlink satellites at an unprecedented rate for the space industry, analysts say, as the company dives headlong into building a space-based global internet service. Elon Musk's company told the Federal Communications Commission in a presentation last month that its Starlight unit is, quote, now building 120 satellites per month, unquote, and has, quote, invested $70 million developing and producing thousands of consumer user terminals per month, unquote. Starlink, as we've spoken before, is SpaceX's ambitious plan to build an interconnected network of about 1,200 small satellites to beam high-speed internet from orbit to anywhere in the world. The company has so far reached nearly 600 Starlink satellites and is currently building the system of ground stations and user terminals to connect consumers directly to its network. In other SpaceX news, they're looking to hire, but this isn't for any normal job. As per their press release, quote, Boca Chica Village is our latest launch site dedicated to Starship, our next-generation launch vehicle. SpaceX is committed to developing this town into a 21st century spaceport. We are looking for talented resort development managers to oversee the development of SpaceX's first resort from inception to completion, unquote. I mean, do you have to ask? The application is available in the show notes. The U.S. Space Force today, August 10th, issued a new guiding document for the use of space in military operations. The document is titled Spacepower, and it lays out a vision for what the space branch of the armed services will do, and explains why the United States considers space a domain of warfare. Coming directly from the document, quote, the inaugural space capstone publication, Spacepower, or SCP, is capstone doctrine for the United States Space Force and represents our services' first articulation of the independent theory of space power. This publication answers why space power is vital to our nation, how military space power is employed, who military space forces are, and what military space forces value. In short, this capstone document is the foundation of our professional body of knowledge as we forge an independent military service committed to space operations, unquote. There are 3 links for that particular article in the show notes. Satellite fleet operator SES has selected Thales Alenia Space to build 2 C-band satellites, making the Franco-Italian manufacturer the first European company to win one of the 12 replacement satellite orders placed this year as a result of the U.S. Federal Communications' upcoming C-band spectrum auction. Thales Alenia Space said it will build SES-22 and SES-23 television broadcast satellites using its Spacebus 4000 B2 platform. The geostationary satellites will weigh roughly 3,500 kilograms each and are the last of 6 satellites SES says it needs in order to vacate a swath of C-band the United States has decided to repurpose for 5G cellular networks, as we talked about last week. NASA's OSIRIS-REx, or OSIRIS, spacecraft is preparing for its final rehearsal before touching down on asteroid Bennu this fall to snag a piece of space rock. OSIRIS-REx, which has been orbiting Bennu since 2018, is NASA's first asteroid-sampling spacecraft. The probe is scheduled to practice its touchdown sequence for a second time on Tuesday, August 11th, obviously tomorrow. I'm pretty excited about this particular headline because asteroid mining is something that I daydream about all the time. So anyway, side note. Brought to you by Southern California's Future Shredding. Purge or reoccurring shredding, commercial or residential. Future Shredding will make sure you're taken care of with their contactless on-site shredding. So visit their website at www.futureshredding.com or give them a call at 562-426-0557. Law, Policy, and Events. U.S. Space Force and Missile Systems Center, SMC, announced last Friday that the United Launch Alliance, ULA, and SpaceX are the 2 winners of Phase 2 contracts for National Security Space Launches, NSSL. They beat out Northrop Grumman and Blue Origin in a hard-fight competition for launch service contracts beginning in 2022. Don't forget, the Perseid meteor showers peak tomorrow and Wednesday. There's a full PDF in the show notes on best watching techniques and times for that. Or, wink wink, you could listen to our new segment with Matt Ryan called What's Up? He walks you through everything that's going on this month. It's so nice to be back with everybody. I hope you're doing well. I am going to link what's happening in space policy again for this week in the show notes. And I will also again be linking to what's happening as far as events are concerned. And I will also be adding upcoming launches as a link in our show notes. So don't forget the media showers. Don't forget to listen to our new podcast, What's Up with Matt Ryan. Let's see. Don't forget to obviously subscribe, rate, and review. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, at BlueHelmCo. You can contact us at bluehelmco@gmail.com if you guys want to. So drink your water. I will talk to you tomorrow. Helm.